Unit 1 SLT6 is about parallel and perpendicular lines. First, we'll start off with some vocabulary. Corresponding angles are the angles that are in the same position at each intersection where a straight line crosses two others. So you have the two other lines that are parallel, and these two angles are in the same spot but on different lines. That makes them corresponding angles. An important theorem about corresponding angles is that if corresponding angles are congruent, or if they're the same size, then that means the lines are automatically parallel. We can use this theorem to construct parallel lines because it's just copying angles like we did in SLT3. These both have the same angle. Watch this video on how to construct a parallel line, follow along with the steps, and construct these parallel lines with me. So now we're going to construct a line parallel to a given line through a point not on the line. So it's going to go through a point. The parallel line is going to go through a point that's not on the line. So use a straight edge to first draw a line. We'll start with this line, and then a point that's not on that line, so up here somewhere. And we're going to draw a line through the point and through our parallel line. So through this point, you can make it any size angle you want. You can do it this way, and you can do it this way if you want. I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so I have an angle now. And I'm basically going to copy this angle. So I'm going to put my point on the vertex of this angle and draw an arc through the two lines. So now I have this length here. I'm going to keep this size and move it up, move my compass point up to this point, draw an arc here. So now I have the same size arc here and here. And I'm going to measure the width of the angle. So basically just copying the angle, measuring from this point to this point. And you're going to bring it up here to where the arc intersected up here and draw the width of the angle there with an arc. And then where these two intersected, you're going to draw a straight line through these two. And now this line and this line are parallel, and you can mark that with a little arrow going through each one of these. That means they're parallel. So now you can pause the video and finish the practice on this page. Next, you're going to watch the video on how to construct a line perpendicular to a given line through a point not on the line. Follow the steps and with your compass, follow along with me constructing this perpendicular line. Now we're going to construct a line perpendicular to a given line through a point not on the line. So perpendicular to a line, and through a point not on the line. So use a straight edge to draw the line and a point not on the line, just like we did with the parallel one, but this is going to be perpendicular. So we're going to make a right angle with this line through this point that's not on the line. With your compass point, you're going to put the compass point on the point that you drew, and you're going to move the pencil point down so we can make an arc through the line. Oh, see, that's not big enough. Through the line like this. So it goes through 2 points on the line. You can forget that arc. Then you're going to mark those two intersections that it went through the line, and you're going to create a perpendicular bisector with these 2 points. So basically, we're doing the perpendicular bisector construction now, where you put your compass point on one of the endpoints, and you draw a big arc, and you put the compass point again on the other side, and you draw that same size arc on the other side. Then where these two intersected is where you're going to draw a line through, and it has to go through that point that's not on the line too. So we can draw a big line through here. And we just drew a perpendicular line through this point and through the line. So through the given line and a point not on the line. Now practice on this page. You can pause the video. Lastly, we're going to construct a line perpendicular to a given line through a point that's on the line. So watch the video, follow the steps, and use your compass to follow along with me. Now we're going to do a perpendicular line to a given line through a point on the line. So we have a line, and there's a point on the line. So draw this. Then starting with your compass point on the line, you're going to make an arc on the line and on the point. You're going to make an arc through 2 sides of the line. So kind of like a smiley face. So now we have these 2 intersections. And you're going to mark those intersections. Now we have this line segment, and we're going to create a perpendicular bisector again. So you're going to take one end, you're going to put it a little more than halfway, and you're going to make an arc. You're going to move it over here and make that same size arc on this side. And then where those intersected is where you're going to draw your perpendicular line through the point on the line. Now we have a perpendicular line through the given line through a point on the line. Finish this practice and then show me when you're done so I can initial and give you the check-in ticket.